I welcome all of you. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the background question number 3, features of the Puritan age. The Puritan age comprises the first of the 17th century between 1603 to 1660. It follows the Elizabethan age and precedes the neoclassical age. The dominant literary figure during this period was John Milton, and so the period is named after him. The well known metaphysical poets, for example John Donne, and the Cavalier poets too are from this very period. Two more names which are often used for this age are the Jacobean age, named after James I, and Caroline period. Now I am going to explain the features of the Puritan age. These features are as follows. The literature of the age of Milton presents a marked difference from the age of Elizabeth. First, Elizabethan literature is inspiring. It is full of youth, hope, and vitality. On the contrary, the Puritan age speaks of sadness. Thirdly, Montanism. Fourthly, Elizabethan literature was full of optimism, while the Puritan age contains pessimism. Fifthly, the great social and political conceptions of the Elizabethan age gave way and disappeared from the Puritan age. Finally, Marlowe and Shakespeare were replaced by Johnson, Bacon, and Donne. Thus, the Puritan age brought many changes in its literature. The Puritan age marks considerable decline in literary production. This decline was mainly caused by Puritanism. The output of poetry became smaller and shorter. Poems were preferred by the poets. Only prose increased to some extent. More pamphlets were written, and there was a remarkable advance in prose style. However, during this age, drama declined. Theatres were closed, and the whole temper of the age was non dramatic. The emergence of epic and the civil war also added to the decline of drama. Now I explain the next one feature, which is the new treatment of law. This feature is very important for the Puritan age. The Cavalier and the metaphysical poets wrote about law. There was a change of treatment of law from Platonic law of the Elizabethan age to realistic law dealt with the Cavalier poets. For example, love in the poems of Spenser is quite different from the love in John Donne's poems. During the Puritan age, we find development of the new styles. The older makes method in verse gave way to more concentrated manner. For example, the style changed Bacon's prose, the truth of this fact. Poetry became moral and religious in the Puritan age. Milton is a great Puritan poet. He wrote the great epic Paradise Lost and many religious poems. John Donne's holy sonnets are quite famous. Because of the puritanical ideas, poetry became moral and religious. The next feature of the Puritan age is the epic elements and metaphysical elements emerged during the Puritan age. Actually, the age is the period of short poems like lyrics. However, the epic came on the scene in this age. In the same way, the metaphysical elements in poetry found fine expression during this period. Milton brought grand imagery and grand styles in epics. For example, in his Paradise Lost, Milton used the grand imagery and the grand styles in the epic Paradise Lost. Similarly, the metaphysical poets, for example, John Donne, brought new ideas such as conceits, physical love, and ideas beyond natural world. Thus, the epical elements and metaphysical ideas can be called important feature of the Puritan age. For example, of John Donne's poem Valediction Forbidding Mourning, in that poem, John Donne used the gold conceit and the compass conceit. For example, when we beat the gold, it expands, as the same way true love expands, and the false love also disappear during the time. Then second one, he used the compass conceit. He compares the two legs of the compass. One is also stand for lover and second feet is also stand for beloved. In this way, John Donne used very artistically and skillfully these two conceits in that poem having the title Valediction, Forbidding and Mourning. The next feature of the Puritan age is the spirit of observation and analysis, also is one of the prominent feature of the Puritan age. Actually, the reality modern came into being during this period. Facts and feelings were analyzed minutely. For the first time, the writers began using the English language as a vehicle for storing and conveying ideas. The next significant feature of the Puritan age is the popularization of the art of biography. This art was almost unknown to the writers of the 16th century. Fuller and Aubrey collected facts about great men and wrote their biographical works. Autobiography also came in the wake of biography. Soon keeping of diaries and writing of journals became popular during the Puritan age. For example, Samuel Pepys' diary and Fox's journal can serve as the example of the fact. Finally, the next one feature of the Puritan age is the pressure of historical events which influenced the literature of the Puritan age. The Civil War divided the people of the age, which affected the literature of the time. Thus, the Puritan age is one of the remarkable ages in the history of English literature. The age displays curious complexity and diversity. A host of writers from the previous age live on the produce remarkable works of literature. So much of the old and the traditional continues to exist side by side with the new and the experimental. This makes the age complex but significant. In conclusion, I would like to say that thus the Puritan age is one of the remarkable ages in the period of English literature, and this age is known as the age of John Milton or Miltonic age. Thank you.